Hello, and welcome to another episode of Tyler's Total Randomness, episode 9. I'm here with my dad, who you'll see why he's one later, because we have exceedingly different views about one very controversial topic hunting. Morality, is it ethical, practical, is it useful, why even bother doing it, is it not cruel, all that good stuff. I personally believe that nature should just take its course, and honestly, I think the methods that hunters use, sure, well, I'm gonna finish the sentence first. I believe that the methods the hunters use are kind of cruel and. Don't start yet. They are cruel and do not give the animals the proper chance. I believe that rather than guns, which honestly sure, they might miss, but still, a speeding bullet's gonna go a lot faster than a running animal. Huh, wouldn't you agree, everyone? Please comment this. um, rather than do
It's
that,
supposed to be going faster. You wouldn't hit them.
what happened to the, what some might call ancient hunter-gatherer methods of, I don't know, archery? Yes, it goes fast, however, you also have to have the skill to aim. Yes, I know you have to aim with a gun, but still, it gives more of a challenge. And honestly, archery in itself is a sport, whereas I don't see how hunting by itself is a sport. Add archery to it, there might be a point there.
Well, first of all, nobody can enjoy hunting unless they've tried it several times. Just sitting back and observing or listening to what other people say doesn't really count. You got to be able to actually go out and give it a honest try and appreciate because 99% of the time that you're hunting, you're out there, you're admiring the animals, you're enjoying
Before you shoot them.
all the nature. It's a very small, especially if you're a little bit picky, it's a very, very small percentage of the time, a fraction of 1% that you're actually ever shooting animals. The rest of the time you're enjoying nature.
Then how is it considered a sport?
What's your definition of a sport?
Well, judging by most of the sports I know of, some sort of possibly anaerobic activity. If you're just sitting around and then if by chance you shoot a gun, how is that sport?
Well, first of all, it can be very, very physical. You ever try walking to the top of a mountain, especially at night?
I'm not stupid enough to try it at night. I'd get lost.
It's very physically demanding, especially if you're carrying a tree stand on your back or and your gun and all your food and all the gear that you have to spend the whole day in the woods. It's like carrying a 30-pound backpack.
And by the way, I have tried climbing up to the top of hills and whatnot. Hello, do you not see where you live?
I
Oh,
don't live
that
on
and other
top of a
places.
mountain. I live on
Yes,
top of a small hill.
small.
Hmm.
There's nothing small about it if you're in the woods. Especially when you're having to climb over stuff. Not to mention, if you do have a little bit of city in you, I prefer to call myself a country boy, but let's face it, I do have some city in me. It can get kind of creepy, especially if you come across a spider web, because then you'll get all jittery and freeze up. But that is totally off topic. Wouldn't it be, rather than killing the animal to, as you say, admire it, would it not be better to admire and let it go on its merry way?
First of all, you would get overrun by the animals. They would get a lot of diseases. They're going to starve to death. They're going to cause a lot of problems. A deer could cause a lot of accidents by running out on the road and killing people. It just makes no good sense. And spend money like the Harris snipers. Why not let people have the excitement of shooting an animal?
How is that exciting?
See, there again, if you've ever experienced it, you would know how your heart races and the adrenaline rush that people get when they're hunting.
Yeah, I've shot a pellet gun. I don't find it the least bit of a rush, except for if I shoot a soda can. people, that is actually kind of fun because you're not harming anything. Granted, I did shoot a leaf, but trees have plenty of those.
And there's plenty of deer.
Yes, but those are actual living things. The leaves probably are not specifically living, simply the tree creating it. The tree uses it as sort of a respirator and to do photosynthesis and all that good stuff. So, okay, the aim of this video was to present both sides. A, my side, who I believe that animals should be let living, not shot. And then B side, Hunter, who believes that everything needs to be kept in balance. Yes, there needs to be kept in balance. And he does have a lot of valid points, much as it pains me to admit it. Hopefully this video gives you somewhat of a clue as to what you think about hunting and whether you like it or not. Please leave comments and whatnot. I will add links to good hunting pages and whatnot, especially the regulations page. That will either be a link in the comments or a link in this video, which you will have to pause to see. And could you tell us where in Pennsylvania or any place in the United States is good for any kind of hunting, say any kind of deer, bears, or even rodents and birds? Very broad, but hey, you need broad, otherwise you have limited options.
Um, well, whitetail hunting, my favorite place is probably western Montana. Uh, Tyler might show you a couple video clips of some deer that were shot in two of them in Montana, one of them in Texas, and one in Illinois. Um, Also, there's bear hunting is very good in Ontario, Canada, and turkey hunting. Um, I've shot some turkey in Pennsylvania. There's, I find Pennsylvania probably the most challenging state to shoot bear, deer, and turkey, especially in recent years.